To Booz Allen Hamilton, because it's this 112-year-old company that is now developing an AI-powered cyber defense system that can expose critical security risks and train models to detect sophisticated threats, but do it all at hypersonic speed, faster than any enemy can attack now. Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive to explain how it works is Booz Allen Hamilton CEO Horacio Rozanski. And I know you can't tell us everything because so much of it is, in your terms, classified, but how will it work? It's called Stryker.
So it's great to be with you, Liz, and happy Friday.
Thank you, you too.
And if you don't mind, I just want to say thank you to the men and women in uniform. You just talked about Venezuela. You talked about Iran. The missions they're performing, the way in which they're doing it is simply awe-inspiring.
Spectacular and really, really brilliant. And I think other countries looking at our military, and of course, many divisions of the military use Booz Allen equipment. They look at it and they say, oh boy, that's something to be reckoned with.
100%, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
So going back to the cyber conversation, as you know, Booz Allen has a very significant cyber business. We've been at it for over 30 years, and we've been investing in AI for a decade. And we've been watching these two technologies really on a convergence, almost on a collision course. And we began investing in that really over the last couple of years. And so we've been developing this technology that is fully agentic and that can take the place of what a red team would do in a defense scenario.
Explain what a red team is.
A red team is a group of white hat hackers, so hackers that work for the good guys, that go against the network to expose vulnerabilities. Companies, government agencies, everybody hires red teamers to try and understand, okay, if an adversary is going to come after a network, how would they do it? And what do we learn from that? And how do we close off those vulnerabilities? The challenge is, in a normal scenario, that could take a couple of days to a couple of weeks. We have built an agentic tool that can do that in minutes.
How?
By coordinating a group of agents, AI-driven, some of which that replicate what red teamers would do, but at incredible computer speed. And because they can talk to each other real time, they can coordinate. They don't have to sleep. They don't have to eat. They don't have to take breaks. And they can scale. The current version of this tool we call Stryker is about 6 agents. But you could go to multiples of that, and it'll become more powerful over time. We've only been building it for about 6 months. And it's already demonstrating what we feared and knew was coming, which is that 2026 is the year where cybersecurity changes dramatically.
And not in a good way, because the bad guys are using AI. But the obvious question here is, what about Mythos? I mean, Anthropic's Mythos apparently was able to identify thousands of vulnerabilities in seconds as well. So tell me, is yours better? Is yours part of it? Tell me exactly how the two are dovetailing together, if at all.
So we use LLMs as part of our agentic solution for specific tasks that LLMs do better than other technologies. So when Mythos becomes more available, Mythos could be part of this solution. But we built it to be LLM agnostic because the reality is the frontier labs are doing excellent work and they're leapfrogging each other. And we don't want to be tied to any specific technology. We want to make sure that at any time we're bringing the best of the best to bear. And that changes.
And can you give me an example of how Stryker would work? If you were to say, unleash it in, I mean, I'm just thinking Paramount Skydance, for example.
So I'll give you a real example. We put it against our own network.
Okay.
And so because we wanted to see, okay, we have, you know, because of who we are, the work that we do, the work we do for the government, we spend more and we have one of the most sophisticated commercial cyber protection systems in the world. But we're not perfect.
How did it work?
And it was good news and bad news. On the good news front, the systems did a lot of what they needed to do. But the reality is Stryker could identify certain things and get in so quickly that none of the existing sensors could catch it. If you think about it, the defense side of it right now is a group of humans in an operations center getting feeds and looking at screens and understanding things. It can take 30, 35 minutes for a sensor to trigger. And again, if Stryker gets in 5 or 7 minutes, it's almost like by the time your alarm went off in your house, the burglars came in, took whatever they wanted and left.
So yours is fast, hyper fast, it feels like. What does this mean for the stalwarts of cybersecurity? I'm thinking the Zscalers of the world, and Palo Alto Networks, Fortinet, Checkpoint Software.
So we work with a lot of those companies, and they have excellent technology, but the reality is cyber is changing dramatically. This is the year
They have
where
to change.
everybody has to change. This is the year where the attackers have the advantage because they can be more reckless than the defenders. And so we're in a place where defense needs to catch up to the speed of the attack. And everybody who's in the cyber industry is going to have to do work on that. And that's why we've been investing. And that's why also, we had this very programmatic approach to launching our Velox suite of products, which includes Striker and Ranger and a number of other things. Over 18 months, we're accelerating. We're going to put all of that out in the next 6 months if we can.
Okay, next 6 months. And my last question, do you foresee this being sold or used by the U.S. government? It was just a couple of months ago, I believe January, that the Treasury Department said they were ending their contracts, at least some of them, I believe, with Booz Allen Hamilton because of something that happened 5 years ago where one of your contracted employees had breached the IRS information and revealed some stuff about President Trump. That guy was
sent to jail.
He was sent to jail.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
Yeah, he's a criminal, and that was 5 years ago. How is your relationship now with the government?
Our relationship is very strong, and we continue to work with everybody, and we work with Treasury to try and make sure we can turn the page and move forward. The technologies that we are bringing are critical to national security, are critical to the fight, and we want to continue to do that and expand our business with them, as well as expand our business with the commercial sector.
Horacio, thank you. It's fascinating to see you guys at the forefront of cybersecurity. When you unleash the hounds of Striker, let us know. We want to know who's buying it and how it's working.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you.